Hello, my name is Hemant Prasad from Crash Info Solutions, and we are here with Dato Dr. Suhazimah, Deputy Director General Mampu, and also CIO Government of Malaysia, and the gentleman, Mr. Steve Thomas from Alfresco, Strategic Account Director for Asia Pacific. Today we will speak to Dr. Suhazimah about the Government of Malaysia's Flexi project, which is a digital document management system, and which is a very unique, one-of-a-kind of project in the world, which is a shared services government project to actually serve the public sector enterprise in Malaysia. So thank you, Dato Dr. Suhazimah, for taking your time out and talking to us. We understand that DDMS 2.0 was launched somewhere in September 2016, and it started off very small, I would say, with one agency, about 1,000 users, and Mampu was the first to use it. But since then, it's grown quite well. I guess about 135 agencies are using it as we speak today.
That's right.
With over 60,000 registered users.
Yes.
How's been the experience so far?
Amazing. The experience is amazing. As you know, as any government enterprise, or any enterprise for that matter, document is one of the things that we have to handle. And in the age where data is important, it's imperative that we digitalize our documents. So we have had an adventure with regards to document management before. So when we started, we took a calculated risk in redeveloping, or for, I would say, developing it for our own, instead of having a model for managed services where we don't own the software, we just own the data and we pay per user. It's not scalable for us. So Mampu in 2015 do an assessment. We were looking for open source solutions that we can customize. Because as you know, Malaysia, the previous adventure that I mentioned actually alluded to the fact that we face a huge challenge in having our own unique document management system. So it is imperative that we have to be able to customize. But having said that, we do not want to build from scratch when there's plenty of document management out there. So our team commissioned our team to study, and we found Alfresco, and we did an open tender, and we choose. So in a way, it's a calculated risk to have our own digital document management system that is scalable.
Right. So as we speak, I also understand that DDMS now has a lot of certification in terms of international records management standards like MSI ISO 16175, even information security architecture, etc.
That's right.
So how challenging do you think it was to actually get there?
Okay, we took it step by step. The first phase of this implementation, when we customize on Alfresco, we do it only for official information, which is unclassified. So we have two types of classified information and official information. So we handle the official information, primarily because we want to see whether we can get the ISO certification, and also to comply with National Archive. They have a end-to-end creation to purging of records cycle. So we need to be compliant to that as well. Also to the security management. So the first phase was for official information, and once we prove it a success, and actually we have rolled out to more than 100 organizations.
135 agencies as we speak.
Yeah, and then we move on to the next phase, which is to incorporate some security control to handle classified information. So that is also a challenge. As Herman probably knows, it's a very interesting adventure for all of us, and you should see the S-curve of this project. But thank God, I also have to say, I think perseverance for all parties. Crash, Alfresco, we have to call. You have to call home all the time, and I was made to understand that there's a lot of unique requirement that we impose on Alfresco to meet our
and
purpose.
On your behalf, I thank Alfresco for actually contributing to the new features into Alfresco platform to specifically meet the Government of Malaysia requirement, which were actually pertaining to the classified records. So. Thank you.
Thank you. We passed the acid test of that. Is the Chief Government Security Officer office is the one who is very stringent about
the digital information security.
As you know, a lot of people are very jittery about putting data that is not physically in their control when they put it in even though this system is actually deployed on the government cloud as a software as a service. So still people it takes time to get that mindset change, and we are quite gratified that everybody on board, and we are able to roll out the second phase of the DDMS that include classified information.
Well, certainly we're appreciative and grateful that you selected us, and you helped Alfresco grow and develop, especially as you say in the secure records management around ISO standards.
Right.
You now, as you said, you've got 60,000 registered users, 135 departments, securities in place. The departments are growing in confidence. So where do you see yourself taking it next? What are your next goals, and where do you see this going in the future? How big do you think it can get?
Okay, two things. Where it's going to be next. One is to scale it out to the rest of the 700 plus government agencies. Everybody should be on board, because at the end of the day, we need to have those artifacts in the digital form, because there are wonders that we can do about it. We can do analytic, we can do all kind of things. So that is one mission going forward, to scale it out to all the government agencies, federal or state, depending. The other one is to add more features to this platform, to create a digital workspace, we call it digital workplace. So we've been dreaming about it, and the team has been studying to create that. And fortunately, we were informed that Alfresco is actually quite ready to add that. So that's one thing we want to explore, to add more features for workflow, collaborative, more collaboration work, and
digital interaction between the agencies,
and integration with other systems. That we have a human resource management system with a large repository of the whole civil servants. So imagine if we can integrate, and
1 million plus public servants.
Exactly. Also, so we also have our communication collaboration system, email, need to integrate with that, and much more. So as I always believe, the reason we choose open source is because we don't want to tie up with some rigidity, and it need to be able to customize. And I think we are quite happy that you are able to be flexible in accommodating our requirement thus far.
Well, it sounds like you've built a great foundation, right? And frankly, your foundation is actually leading in many different ways, and there's no shortage of ideas of how you can take advantage of it. And we certainly are happy to hear that what you see is having built that foundation that then gives you the opportunity to get more value out of the things. It's not just about locking it up. So it sounds very exciting.
Yes,
I'm
excited about it. Excited as well as nervous, and because lesson learned is the challenge is to get everybody on the same page of the vision of this. We are going to have to do work differently. We have to prepare ourselves for the millennials that's going to join the workforce. They don't want to open a physical file and go to the physical cabinet to handle documents.
Well, it was quite a brave and a bold step to actually have a multi-tenant centralized record management. No other government has done it. Government of Malaysia, and you specifically spearheading, is actually the first one.
Really?
So what do you think was basically a challenge, or what's the benefits that you get going centralized?
Centralized means we can standardize. One, we can optimize the cost.
Right.
We can keep it secure, inshallah. God willing. There's always an issue with security. And also, we are able to manage the various requirements and centralize. And in a way, if everything when we do work in organization, if everything is a bit constant, where routine is constant, it give us the energy and to do something creative. So I was hoping. I know it's I wasn't thinking myself as brave when we took that call, but now on hindsight, I think it was quite.
Yeah, it was well paid off exercise. Yeah.
Well, now that you put it, at the time when we embark on it, when we do a feasibility study, it's doable, it's visible. Let's just do it.
Well, thank you again, and thanks for sharing your thoughts and insights on both the journey and how you can build on this and where you think you want to go. And certainly we look forward to being on that
and thanks
journey
for setting an example for actually the rest of the world that you can actually dream of something having like this, which is going to standardize the entire public sector processes into a single platform. So thanks for your time and sharing your thoughts today.
Thank you for all your supports and patience with us.
My pleasure.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much.